Hello, Mr. Dipo Daramola.
Hi.
Yeah, it's nice meeting you today. Yeah, it's a very wonderful summer day, but of course we can see that the environment is changing. We've had very wonderful summer period since the whole of last week. The temperature just dropped dramatically. Yeah, but notwithstanding, the climatic condition of our inner mind is not changing. Yeah, but I would really like to ask some few questions from you. You are one of the students of Whiterock who has traveled to Finland, and you have played an important role in representations of Whiterock and also in client exploration. So we see that you are eligible and you are also a credible candidate for this interview. Now, it's nice meeting you, Mr. Dipo Daramola. Would you like to introduce yourself? Yeah. Could you tell us something short, something brief about yourself?
Thank you very much. My name is Daramola Dipo Abayomi. I'm a Lagos born. My parents are from Osun State, from Malaysia. And I grew up in the city of Lagos. And from there, I moved to Finland here. And I'm a married man. I have one, and I have my kid also, Dipo Jr.
Okay. So do your family members also live here with you in Finland?
Actually, my wife and my kid, my wife actually studying, currently now, she's studying in the UK, United Kingdom. So I think very soon she'll be coming to move here. But it's up to her because of the language barrier she's having, she doesn't want to move to English speaking. So, well, very soon we agree on that,
Yeah, it's nice to also hear that being a family man and also being a student, so you have been able to integrate those two divides. Yeah, it's nice. So what do you study here in Finland?
Well, I studied business information technology at the L'Oreal University of Applied Science in the capital city region of Finland. And I'm in my final year now, trying to round up. And actually, I'm trying to starting my internship training at the NNPC, that is the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation in Abuja. So we should be starting in quite a few days' time, and after that, I try to start my thesis now to round up there. So that's what.
That's nice to hear. So I would like to ask a more pointed question now. How does the academic environment in Finland, how does it look like? What does it mean to study in Finland? Because it must be, a very big change. You've been in Nigeria, you studied in Nigeria, you studied in Russia, now you're in Finland. What would you say is really, the major divide in studying in Finland? What is the biggest difference?
Yeah, actually, let me first talk about studying in Finland. Studying in Finland is quite encouraging. Everything is very free and fair, very smoothly, understanding, no bargaining, no, side games. Everything is very straightforward. And I'm really enjoying the study here. If this is yes, this is yes. And study at home in my country is quite good also. It's encouraging. And study in Nigeria is, both is really based on theoretical aspect. While studying in Finland here is really based on both theory and practical, but like 80% practical and 20% theory. So everything you are being taught in a class, you have to show it, you have to practicalize it, you have to prove it, whereby you'll be involved in some projects. And that's why I say in Europe here, all their discoveries, all their inventions is being started from the institution. They have a very strong institution. All the research we students made in class, those are the things they sell to the researcher, and they work towards it, and they make a discovery. So that's the difference.
That's interesting. Now, I would like to ask another question. What kind of project have you really worked on? What kind of innovation has that project led to? And in what research field has it been implemented? Or what is the future implementation of some of those research prospects?
Yeah, there are some different kind of projects that is being done in Finland. Like Finland now, they are the bedrock of Nokia, and there are many things that have been done there. My SQL is from Finland, that's from PHP. There are many research that's been done there. Like me, I'm really based on security, the network security aspect. And there's some project I did with my friends, my colleagues, classmates, about satellite tracking, about security, because Finland is one of the top security in Europe, and also Israel and the United States and other countries. So I think that project is one of the basic things in my school. Every semester there must be like 3 to 4 projects, and the project is being implemented, and it's a gradual process. Everything is being submitted, checked, and try to improve about it. Now, maybe the first year student now, we did a project during the first year. the people that is coming, the next set, they will work towards it again. Do a project, the same project, but work towards it again. So after everything is being done, like 2 or 3 years, they combine it, try to shove it together, give it to the researcher, and make it perfected.
That's nice to know.
So I think those research is what is being done now. Like this network security now. I remember that one of our lecturers, they took some to the police, Finnish police. And those ones, they really like it also. Try to work towards it. Okay. And we even go there, gain more experience, interview them. So that's what it is. You have to do the one you can do, make adequate research, take from people, put your own idea, give it to them, and they work towards it.
It is commendable that you have been involved in research embedded projects, and as we mentioned earlier, that is a great input to the economic situation and stability of any nation.
Yeah.
Now, do you also work in Finland along with your studies?
Of course I work.
Okay, so how have you been able to combine, the working life with your academic curriculum? Is there any kind of conflict, and what did you do?
Yeah, to be blunt, I have to be blunt here. It's very demanding. It takes a man of determination and focus and diligence, because if you're not determined enough, if you don't have what it takes, you really lose focus. And when you lose focus, you're a dead working man. They call it working corpses. They are alive but they are dead. Yeah, I go to school in the morning from 8, sometimes to 2. But luckily for me, I got a job in one of the big in this city in Helsinki, and it started from 3, 4, and it ended by 10, 11. So I think that gap is quite okay for me, and I try to manage myself, like working 3 to 4 times in a week, not like working 2-4-7 Monday to Sunday, because that one have a negative impact on your study. So I got to make a schedule, make a plan, study plan with my school, to my study, and I try to combine both, and everything is working fine for me. So it depends on individual on how you make your PSP, that is personal study plan. So I think it depends on my personal study plan. Everything is working fine for me. I'm working in the evening, I'm studying in the morning. I come back home, I read, and during my free off day at work, I study also at home. So
that's interesting. I'm happy to know that you have developed a framework and a practical mechanisms to combine studies with academic curriculum, and that will even be a model for so many students who are aspiring such kind of legacy. Now, what would you say is the greatest achievement you've really had since being in Finland? What would you ascribe as your greatest achievement?
There are many achievements, but I think one of the main things is that I've really developed myself. In my school, there is a learning method we use in my university, which because why my school was given the Center of Excellency for the past 6 years now. Because there is a study method we use, learning by development. And that thing is one of the great things that really gain more experience to learn any by developing yourself. So, and I've really achieved something whereby we apply it into the practical aspect. Like last summer, there was a project we did in the class with my colleagues, and the president of Nigeria, we put it on Facebook, just try to give him some idea about it, because about this security kidnapping stuff in the Niger Delta side. So I was on the PC, because I'm always online, in Finland here, even in Europe, everywhere, you have to be informed so that you will be deformed. So I proposed to him, and he checked everything. He was really impressed, and everything is quite working fine. That's one of the achievements.
Wow!
And at least because of that, I've really impacted some other young generations that I try to brought up, young guys. At least an achievement also. Everything is quite. There are many achievements. I'm still working towards it.
That is very commendable. So the learning by development model of studying in Laurea University of Applied Science has really been a point of reflection to you.
It's really great. I remember when one of my lecturers said that there are some professors from Nigerian University coming to my school just to know more about the LBD. So I don't know how they get to, maybe through the internet. So I'm still hoping to meet them.
And that is actually the 21st century model of learning, because it helps students also to develop themselves personally and to find other ways of learning.
If you have those kind of learning method. You can take it back home. You can't just be a brain drain abroad. Study here, gain the experience. Not everybody will stay abroad. Greatness doesn't come from abroad. Greatness comes from above, from your hard work and diligence. So go here, study here, go back home, impact the knowledge. The rate at which you impact, the rate as if, at which the people at home would take you quite high than here. No matter how, they have language barrier here. Now, if you want to apply for a job, internship, many things, you are, hey, I'm sorry, you don't speak Finnish. But in my country, they take you. But you have to know the right people also. So those are one of the things we have to.
Yeah.
Strongholds we have to tackle. I know that everything.
Thank you very much for identifying those barriers, because when you are in Nigeria for onshore students, it is quite easy to be clouded by those barriers. Yeah, they may not come to the forefront. It's all about rose and roses, but it's good to really hear firsthand from your practical experience. Now let me go more personal. What kind of plans do you have for the future?
Yeah, actually, after my study, I just because at least everything has a target. After graduation, you have to look at what are the targets. Because family first. I have my family, so I have to plan that. You have to agree. Is it to stay here for some time to get more experience before I move home? Or is it we should stay here or we should go home finally? So, you have to make a plan. If you pray to plan, you plan to fail. So that's it. So that's why I'm really taking my time. But at the end, I'm going home. Take it or leave it. You go home, you plan the knowledge, gain more experience from here. What you fully acquire here, exploit into the life of others in my country. And everything goes up. Try to influence people for good. Don't try to feel too big. Maybe you are above the world. No. Put yourself down, humble yourself, and you will see where you are going to. You fly, even anything more than flying. Like you soar like an eagle. Just try to cool yourself down. Everything is quite cool. Sure, I'm going home.
I'm pleased to hear this from you. Yeah, I will be happy to see. We will be happy to see you at home. So, what advice would you give to onshore Nigerian applicants who are also aspiring study abroad and who are thinking of leaving Nigeria to study overseas? What advice would you give them? What suggestions? What recommendations would you offer?
Is that firstly, before you study abroad, you have to make a proper plan, tangible, authentic, real planning, solid one. You have to make sure, okay, how will I have some financial benefit, some financial, how would I put it? Some financial assistance. Is it from the government? Is it from parents? You have to know everything is orderly arranged. Because there are many people here, when they move here, they don't have any money and they face many challenges. At least. So when you are coming here in Europe, make sure that everything is being settled. School fees paid, financial, at least assistance from your parents is being sealed. Everything is known as an embargo there. That, okay, that is done.